What's something people have no shame in being ignorant about? My ex-wife was a nurse and I was a paramedic. We had a son who was about 10 at the time. One day, he was playing outside and fell, scraping his knee pretty badly. He came inside crying, and I immediately went to get the first aid kit. I started cleaning the wound, and my ex-wife came over to help. She took one look at it and said, "Oh, that's not too bad. Just put some hydrogen peroxide on it and a band-aid." I looked at her shocked. I said, "No, we can't use hydrogen peroxide on an open wound. It can actually damage the tissue and slow down the healing process." She looked at me like I was crazy and said, "What are you talking about? I've been using hydrogen peroxide on cuts and scrapes my whole life." I tried to explain to her that it was a common misconception and that we should use something like saline or an antiseptic wipe instead. She got really upset and said, "I can't believe you would question my medical knowledge. I'm a nurse, for God's sake." We ended up getting into a huge argument about it, and she stormed off. Later that night, I looked up some articles online about the dangers of using hydrogen peroxide on open wounds and showed them to her. She still refused to believe me and said that she would continue using it on our son.